What's going on, everybody? Hit pause here with a tutorial for UMG on how to do a XP bar. So I figured this would be kind of easy, I'm hoping. Whether or not that actually pans out is a different story, but we'll see what happens. So what I have here is I have an image here. It's something that I had created in Adobe Illustrator. I did bring it over into Photoshop, and what I've done so far is I've just cropped to the very edge of this thing, and this is actually important that you do this. Can I not move that over? Anyways, now if we look at our image size, we want to be within a powers of 2. So we're looking at 1024 by 185. So I actually need to increase the canvas size. So let's do the canvas size, and we'll pop that to 256. Okay, and we'll let it go here. What's important is that the cropping hidden on the side. If you're going to use an image for a progress bar, the 100% is like all the way to the end, like 0 to 100%. So it's actually important. Now you'll notice that I'm actually missing, you know, about 2 pixels. But I think in this case it'll be okay. It'll be a little bit full. Like if it's 99.999%, I think it'll be okay. But so what I got is a frame here that I can use around it for the stroke, so they can see how far it's supposed to go. And then I got the fill image itself. So these need to be 2 separate images. But the one thing I do want to add on top of this is I want to add kind of a transparent background. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that with black. Okay, I just sampled that, and I'm actually going to expand it by 1 pixel because you can see here that it's kind of missing a little bit. So let's go to select, modify, expand by 1 pixel, and we'll go ahead and we'll fill that with black. Okay, and then we'll just hit V so that we're on the move tool, and then I'll hit 4. And there's our background. So I think that'll be fine. So let's go ahead and we'll hold control and we'll click the stroke, and then we'll hold control and we'll click this, and we should get 50%. We'll pop the channel here, and nope, we did not get that. So let's do it like this. Let's wipe that channel, and what I'll do is I will say grab the stroke only, and we'll add that as a mask. Okay, so you can see I've only got that, and then I will grab this. Did I hit Q or something? I think I'm on the wrong. I don't want to show that alpha. Okay, so then I'll control click this and come here, and with white I will hit shift backspace. Shift backspace. My keys are getting messed up. Shift. I think I have a control key or shift key or something held down, because shift backspace should work. Let's go and go layer, fill. I never use anything other than the hotkey, because if I go all backspace it fills. Why is it going backwards? Hang on, let me click here. No, layers are selected. Okay, maybe because those aren't showing? Interesting. What the freak is going on here? Let me start over. Something crazy is going on. So I'm just going to do this. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm going to fill a new alpha channel, alpha 1 black. Okay, just click that. Shift backspace. What the hell is going on? Alt backspace. Control backspace. Could not be complete because of a program error. Image mode RGB. Image mode RGB 8 bits. Because of a program error, huh? You fucking piece of shit. Excuse my French. We'll make a new file. So we'll come here. We'll hit M, we'll drag this over, we'll do it like that, we'll make a new channel here, and what I'll do is pull out the white until it's like 40%, okay, and then we'll come back here and we'll grab this and we'll move that up here, and we'll go to the channel and I'll fill with white. Okay, and then we'll take that alpha channel and we'll move that here. We'll get rid of that channel and we'll make that alpha 1. And there we go with that alpha channel. I don't know why this particular file is being a dick. I think it's because I pasted it from Illustrator directly into here. I'm not entirely sure. But I do want the background to be black so that anything that gets trimmed out of there. I also want my stroke to be solid black, so I'll make sure that that gets filled. So it looks like that without the background. The alpha channel will cut everything out, so this should be fine. I'm actually going to save the PSD, so we'll call this XPBar. Just XPBar. I don't give a shit. Okay, so then we'll go TGA and we'll come. Oh, I hate it when I do that. I always do that. Delete. I want to hit this guy, and so this is going to be the XPBar background. 32 bits. 32 bits. Okay, so it's the Irish version of 32 bits. It's the 32, and then we'll get this guy. I'll hold Control and click that, and I should just be able to add an alpha channel, and that should be exactly correct. And I want to sample this color here for my background, so that any extra pixels that get trimmed out are going to look okay. I don't get any white haze or black haze on there. So we go TGA, and then we go XPBar, and this will be the actual XPBar, the bar. Okay, now I may or may not want to also have this by itself in front of everything. I may or may not need that, depending on how well the XPBar fits within this stroked area. We'll see. If I need it, it's right here. It's easy for me to get. So let's go ahead. You can see I got a bunch of UMG elements here already, but we'll go ahead and we'll grab this. So we'll just take these two guys here and we'll slap them in. Okay, I'm going to hold Control to click them both, and just hit Enter. That pops them open, and what I want is the texture group UI, and I want user interface. Just hit Save there. Do the same thing on this one. UI and 2D interface. Save that. Okay, should be able to close these guys down. Let's make a XPBar widget. So, sorry, it's going to get real loud here real quick. But I'll just kind of mute for a moment while this craziness is going on. I think somebody's delivering something. Okay, so we'll see how that does. Okay, so what I need is an image, basically. That's going to be that image, and let's go XP, just type that bar, and that'll be the background. And let's go ahead and okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we can make this bigger, and we'll do the size. We'll match the size, so 1024 by, I think it was 256, and that should get it in here. Now that's really huge, but I want the anchor to be in the upper right hand corner, so it'll push it in. So like I said, that's quite huge, so what we'll do is we'll make it half size, and I want to do that here, 0.5. And let's zoom in. I get a really weird thing where my stuff does this kind of thing, visually does this. I don't know if anybody else gets this, but I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that. Fucking bugging me. Okay, so yeah, right, like that doesn't look good, you know? But whether or not it's going to be like that in the game is kind of a different story, and we need to figure that out really quick because I have no idea if that is going to happen. So we're going to go to our character here and our blueprints, and I have a one-player controller here with some stuff going on. So in my init, I want to create another widget here for that. So let's go ahead and sequence this guy out. This is my health bar widget, which is basically just my HUD. I should rename it. But we'll make a new widget here, and we'll just type XPBar widget, and we'll throw that in. We need to make sure it goes to us, and then we'll add that to the viewport. And I probably want to go ahead and promote that to a variable, but for now let's just give it a whirly McWhirlerson, and we'll compile, we'll save that. And this does not use my one play. Oh wait, it does use my 1P player controller. Am I getting a HUD whenever I play this? Because that would be not good. Am I doing this wrong? I might be doing this wrong already. No, this one comes up. So let's just, here, I'll just say I don't know, smelly you, I smelly you, and we'll launch that mission. This is just a prototype menu for the prototype Rats UE4 1.00. We'll stay 1.00 for quite a while actually. And we'll just see if we get that XP bar up in the corner or not. Let everything load, or crash, or I'll fall through the world. Okay, hang on. Let me just open up the real level, because it glitchards, and yeah, sure, why not? I didn't do anything to you. Come on. You can do it. Okay. Right. I would send a report, but I'm in the middle of recording. I don't think I did anything. I don't think I could say anything there that would help them with anything. It's pretty much my fault. I did just get an update to the launcher. As far as what's new, I'm not really sure. There's no update here to preview 9 yet. They are a GDC, so I don't expect too much to happen this week. It is loading, right? One project is loading? Yes, one project is loading. Okay, so we'll open up a level. Let's go here. Okay, we'll hit play. And it is there, but it is cut off. It is actually cut off like that. It's very hard to see because you can see it up in the upper right hand corner because this is a dark map and I don't have any lights in here. It's actually what it's supposed to be. But yeah, you can see that it's there and it is in fact cut off. So let's go ahead and see what the effer is effing wrong. What is effing with me? I don't know why it does this. I'd like to think it's because of that. So let's do this. Let's make the transform full percentage 1 by 1. And then so we'll go 512 by 128. That way the widget doesn't leave the window. And I probably want it about there. Okay, and it should lock into that corner. So that should be okay. So let's go ahead and take this guy and we'll name this, we'll call this XPBar for BG, or not BF, but for the BFG, the big freaking ground. And then we'll duplicate this guy, copy, paste. Came in all wee tiny. I don't know why I did that, but we can match numbers here. And the image here is going to be the XPBar bar itself, and we'll do the same thing, 512 by 128. So we'll just copy the position. Oh, well, it would help also if I anchored it. It's doing it to the anchor, so I'll anchor it up there. And then we do that. And then we do that. Okay, let's just take a look. It feels okay. Actually, I'm screwing up. It's not supposed to be an image anyway, so I'll just move this. Yeah, you fucking I'll just delete it. The hell with it. Okay, we'll do a progress bar instead. Okay, that's actually what we want anyway. Okay, so what we need to do is on the fill, somewhere on here, I think it's style, fill image is what we want. So this is going to be XPBar. It's for the actual bar. Let's make sure that our percentage is all the way up. As you can see how it draws it all the way up there? Okay, so we'll do 512 by 128, and we will size to content. No. Transform should be 1 and 1. Is there anything weird? Here we go. So this will be 512 by 128. I may have to compile that. Okay, let's do this. Let's go 1024 by 256, and then we'll do the same thing here, 1024 by 256. Okay, it's being tinted, I think. 1, 1, and 1. Tinted, background image should be clear. Tint, inherit, fill image. Where am I getting a green tint? Fill color and opacity? I'm assuming that. Okay, there we go. Background should be around here somewhere. Draw as marquee image size. Let's see, margin image, background image. That's looking for an image. Is there a background color? Fill image, tint. It actually does that. Margin to be 0. Fill type is marquee. Interesting. I guess it moves to marquee. Percent fill color and opacity. I think that's it. No? So how do I get rid of the background? How do I get rid of one background? Hello, one background, get away. I don't want you. I want you to leave. Out! Get out! Inherit? That seems to darken it. Kind of weird. I like it bright like that. So that's tinting. Okay. So that does not, let's make sure that that came in with a alpha channel. It looks like it. Certainly looks like there's an alpha channel. So I want the sort order on this guy to be above the other stuff, which is here somewhere. Let's show advanced details. That probably has something to do with what I can't see. Okay, where's the sort stuff? C order, so let's get that on top. Okay, it is still in fact not clear. Do I need like an actual like blank image for the background? Is that what it is? Margin, bar type left to right, fill color and opacity. That would be the bar itself being tinted. Cursor, transform, angle, pivot. Is it just like eluding me? Is it just like right in front of my face? Image size is right there. Tint. Tint takes, there we go. Sweet laddie. Okay, so if I do 512 by 128, yeah, okay, there we go. Sweet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll copy this, position, and position. See? Okay, and then we'll take that and that. Okay, it feels a little off. Feels a little high. But what's cool is now with the percentage, I can drain it. See? I can officially drain it. So that's nice. So as you gain XP, right? Pretty obvious. Curious. Huh, that's weird. I think you need a marquee image. Just out of curiosity. I don't know what this does. When you do something like this. Huh. Interesting. There's no as far as I see, there's no speed setting, but I don't want that anyway. So yeah, I feel like I'm a little north. I feel like I'm a little north here. Position Y is 16. Right? I mean, am I the only one that gets that feeling? Like it should actually be like 16.15. Plus it looks like there's a little bit of fuzz on the end of it. So given that it kind of looks like that, I am actually going to go to Photoshop and I am actually going to take this in as a stroke. So we're going to copy that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to save that. So we got that alpha channel there, and basically I just want a solid black background. Okay, so we'll TGA this guy and we come here and we'll call this the stroke, and then we come here and pop over here and we come here and we'll drag this guy down into there, wait for it to turn, there we go. Let's double click her and let's set this into the UI and the user interface 2D. We'll hit save there. Okay, we're going to take this guy, we're going to copy, and then we're going to paste, and we're going to set the image to be XPBar stroke. Okay, our size is going to be 512 by 128. Okay, our sort order should be 2. It should be on top of everything, and it is. Okay, looks like around there, 1392. Up. Let's go ahead and anchor that on the right, because I always forget that. Okay, so that's 16, 16.2, and 16, so I think that feels okay. Okay, so we'll call this the XP progress bar. We'll call this the stroke, and we'll call this just the BG so that we don't ever really get confused with those. This one will have the XP in front of it, and our percent should work out just fine now. The ordering of everything should be fine. Alright, sweetness, so let's go over here and bind it. We shall bind it. We'll make one piece of code to bind them. Alright, so let's see. I don't actually have any way to gain XP in my game. So here's the thing. When I kill a spider, I want to get some XP. So let's see how quickly we can do that. That's the wrong folder. That's a dead folder I could never actually get rid of without it freaking out on me. Okay, so when the spider dies, he actually reports the enemy from... So when he dies, let's see where I'm doing. I report the aggro so I can manage my music, because I need the music to be in action mode music when at least one of them is pissed at you, and as soon as none of them are, then that happens. We report the child death and we destroy the actor. So what I'm thinking of doing, now this is single player only right now, so don't take this for scripture in terms of like what you should do, because I don't have anything ready for multiplayer yet. It's not going to be that big of a leap to change it to multiplayer, but there's some certain things I need to figure out first about how I'm going to do this. So what I need to do is I need to go to my one player my player controller here, and that would be here, And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a custom event for add XP, and that is going to have an input for XP amount, and I'll make it a float, even though it really kind of should be a integer, to be honest with you, but that's okay, it won't make too much of a difference. Okay, so let's go ahead and promote that, and that'll be XP amount. Okay, I'm going to need another one here, and this will be XP to level, because I need to get a percentage. So we'll pop both of those open for now. So every time I get XP, I'm going to add, and we'll add the XP amount here, and then we will set XP amount. Okay, and basically what I'll do is I will say if XP amount and XP to level, if this ever gets to greater than or equal to this, for now temporarily, we'll say level up. Okay, you got a level, and once you gain the level, XP amount, oops, XP amount will go back to 0, and XP to level will, let's just do this for funsies to make it difficult. XP to level goes up by twice as much every time. Amount of XP you need to level in the beginning will be 100. And I need to insert this guy in here. So just a little bit of data management here so I can at least have something to test. That's basically what I'm doing. So we'll do that. And let's get a variable here for level. And this one will definitely be an integer. I'll save that. And so every time we do that, we will also add 1. I always forget that I can do this. Bam. I'm doing this pretty much out of order. So we'll say XP, so our level will go up by 1. Level will start out as 1. Compile, save that. Okay, so now our player controller has the ability to do the calculations on that, and I actually don't even think I really need this, to be honest with you. But I'll put it there anyway, just so we can see that it happened. It's always a good idea to do that when you're first testing stuff out, just to run a print, just to see if, make sure it got fired. Okay, so compile, save, add XP. The XP amount comes through, so we go here, and let's say variable, and this is XP value, and this will be a float, and I don't have a handle on the player controller anywhere in here quite yet. So that's fine. So like I said, this right here is where this is very single player eccentric, okay? Really I should be getting the instigator. I should report the instigator upon receiving damage. I should get his controller, do it to him, right? That's the difference, main difference. But in this case, like I said, I'm just trying to kind of speed through it, so we'll just cast this to the one player controller. And then we will add XP. Add XP. It's right there. There it is. And the XP value will go there. Okay, we'll compile that. Their value will be 10. Okay, let's go back to the widget and let's get the player controller. Cast it. Effect. We can do that to as a pure cast. And then let's say get XP amount, get XP to level, type div. Remember, don't do the division key because you get modulo. Okay, that looks like division. I actually screwed this up. So if our XP is 50, we need 100. 50 divided by 100 should be 0.5. So that should do it. So every spider I kill, I should get some XP, and once I hit 10 of them, I should get some more. So let's just go ahead and say, because I spawned 7 in the very beginning, so I'm actually going to say that the XP to level is actually going to start out at 70, just so that when I'm done with that I do level. And we'll see if that works. So let's just do a Control S, that'll save all. Let's run a play. It's kind of a, well, no, it'll play in a separate window, so we should be okay. This should be it. This should be all we need to do. So I should see my XP and it's empty. Good. Hopefully that is good. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's pull out a better gun. Let's get the old M16 out. It is very dark in here, but that is the mission. So. Come on. You see me. You see me now. You know where I'm at. Let's do it. You know where I'm at. Okay, he's dead. Did I get any XP? I don't think I got any XP for that. Oh, no, I did, but it was way... Oh, I see what I screwed up. I'm getting it when their corpse disappears. Watch. As soon as the corpse disappears, I'll get the XP. Every time. I got 7 kills. Boom. And it refilled up. Okay, so it's working. I just did that in the wrong order. Because if you'll notice, on death, there's a point where there's a delay for the lifetime to be gone through. So I actually need all of this out of here. And this stuff needs to... See, I got a delay here too. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do it first. So let's pull this up here. It's getting a little crowded. A little crowded in here. So let's pull that like so. Okay. Report to game mode. Set am dead. I can do it pretty much after any one of these. I'll do it after here, just so it happens like pretty much first thing. So now as soon as they die, that will happen. Let's go back here. Let's go to the designer and let's go ahead and add some text. Let's set that sort order to 4 here, or 3. Okay, and this will be, where do I input the text? Let's just say 1. Actually, let's say 999, so I can space it correctly. That'd be, I don't think anybody's going to get to level 999. Now the question is, do I want it right here and put the word level above it, or do I just want to keep it like this? actually gonna do level field. Thing is this is really difficult to see in the dark, which is kind of okay, but I'm just gonna have this number floating in front of everything for the most part. So the question is whether or not I want to do a different color stroke around this thing, because I can take the stroke and I believe, well, it's an image, I believe I can tint it or not. What do I do? Draw as image. Draw as none. Draw as border. Draw as image. Color and opacity. Bind. Do I need to compile it? No. 0. 0.5. 1. Okay, that looks like it's working. Inherit? Is it because it's black? Can't really tint anything black? Is that what's going on? Should it be white? Oops. Just check my channel real quick. Yeah. Okay, so we'll try it as white. Okay, we'll replace that. Boom, boom, boom. Bam, bam, bam. Quick, 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 quick. Hurry, hurry, hurry. It's important that we hurry. No, it's not actually important that we hurry. Okay, and then we'll re-import that. Take a look. Oh, okay, that colors it. Yeah, so apparently when it's white, it doesn't really like that. So, by the way, don't ever use this right here. It crashes. Every time I touch this and I click here, it's crashed on me. 3 times in a row anyway. I mean, whether or not that's every time or not. So we'll try that. We'll keep it at that. So that can be I kind of wish you could arrow key these things around and nudge them, but you can't. You kind of have to do that here if you really want to nudge it around, but that would be handy to be able to do. Now the question is do I want to have, oh, I definitely want this to be my font, stencil, which makes it a little bit larger, so let's put that like so. It keeps snapping a grid too, it's kind of annoying. It'd be nice, I mean, I don't, wait, oh, wait, yeah, there's snapping a grid right there. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so I'm dumb. I'm Dummy McDummerson. Now the question is do I want to have a stroke behind it? Because I could just tie them both into the same thing. Is variable. I don't really want to do it like that. I think I want to do it by bind. It's just easier. Just create binding here. So we just get the player controller. And we'll cast to 1P. And we'll get level. Make sure that's exposed. Get level. Okay, let's go back here, and I think what I want to do is this. I hate that you can't drag it on top of something else, kind of stupid. But let's keep going. There's no real like kerning or anything. It kind of sucks. Do I like that? I kind of would like it right there if I'm going to do that, which means that this would be just a little bit smaller, like so. Does this read from the left? I need that to go from the left so I know how to line that up perfectly. Can't select more than one thing at the same time, which is a bummer. Minor stuff that I think that could be improved on as time goes on. Should I center the whole thing in the circle? No, I think that's fine. And you can see that most of what I've been doing is spending time actually like fixing up the design a little bit. The actual getting it to work is so quick and easy. That's one thing I like about it. So I'm getting the level. That should come in correct. Let's hit a save, I believe. I think I bound it. I bounded it. I bounded it. I done bound it. I found that I bound it. Level 1. And you can see it now, which I think is much better with the little orange background. So let's go take out some spiders. Oh yeah, you got a spider problem. Hey, spiders. Anybody want to play? Oh, he's nailing me. He's nailing me. He wanted to play alright. Where is he? Get out of here, you dilk. You dilk. The other one should be coming. I think they might be getting stuck because I made adjustments to the pathfinding. Yeah. Alright, so I think one more and I get a level. Level 2. So it's working. You can see that I'm now officially level 2. Now here's the thing. If I play that again, if I don't play it again, I'm back to level 1. That's not good. No, that is not good. So when we add XP, I think what I want to do is, do I want to do this every time you gain XP? I kind of don't like that. I kind of want to do it when you level, that we save it. Don't need that anymore. Yeah, let's just do it when you level. So if you die in the middle of a level, then you'll lose your XP for now. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so we come here and I need to get my game mode. I think I have my game mode. And we'll say save game. You may ask yourself, how the hell did you do that? How did you set that up? Well, I'll show you, because I don't want to be unfair and do things that you guys don't know how to do. So I have on my main blueprints, I have a save game blueprint. I have a wipe data function here. Okay. That tells it to reset everything. Now I actually need, I have live data and then for empty save, right? So I need a new variable, and this will be level, and that'll be integer, and we'll stick that in live data. And then I need to make a dupe of that. You can hit Control W, and we'll call this level default, and I'll go in here. Okay, so this gets a new input, call that level, and that gets a integer, and then we will set level, and I hate that this doesn't update. It's going to give me an error. Yeah, I kind of hate that it does this. it doesn't update the calls. It's a, I don't know if that's a 4.6 thing or what. So I just looked that up. So this is just for me to wipe the data. I have a like a reset progress button. So this will wipe your save. I don't have a confirmation on that yet, but I will. So in our game mode, this is how I'm calling it. It's in the blueprints, my game here. I have a load game and a save game, and I just followed the documentation. Okay, I'm not doing anything different, really, for the most part. We create one, okay, using our class. We cast it. We set a variable so that we have it. Then we load it. We cast it. Okay, so this is load game. So we do this, and then we load it, and then we can read what we need. So in this case, I need to get the player name and all that stuff. And then on the save game, what I need is basically kind of, it's really simple, to be honest with you. We just create it, we cast it, we save the variable, and then we tell it to save game to slot, and the slot name is here. Well, it's here. Save slot name is just test save slot there for now. So you'll be able to name your save slots in the end. So that should do it. That should save it. So now we need to get the XP bar. Actually, we need to get the player controller. When he runs init, he should tell the game mode to load the game, and I don't know if he does do that. Okay, this is add XP, so we can add that to add XP. That should be fine. Like that. Hide mission speech, add points, show mission speech, relay text. I don't think I'm running a load anywhere here. I do believe that the level blueprint does run a on init somewhere here. Okay, I'm actually loading the game here to get some of these values. So this is for my checkpoint stuff. So really, I should have said game mode load. I could have skipped all this, and then I could have read from the game mode these values. But it really isn't going to hurt anything. It doesn't matter if I'm doing it here or there. Load game, in fact, never actually really gets called for the most part. But I think what I want to do is I've actually loaded it from here. So now I can actually, I should be able to get the level, assuming that it's public. It's public to the pubes, and then we'll persistent here, get level. Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll get the player controller, and dang it, cast to that, because my level blueprint doesn't really do much of this. This is only happening one time on the event begin play, so it's not going to be that heavy or anything. And then we can say set level. However, I think what I want to do, see, this will just save the number, the level number. I need more variables. This is XP. We'll call this current XP, and we'll call this XP2 level, so we can save that stuff too. So boom, boom. I'm not going to go through and let you wipe that piece of the data. you won't wipe your level for now. Okay, so back here, now that's being saved with everything else. Should be... I never actually set that anywhere. So I add XP to the player controller, which runs the save game, but I never did tell the save game. I never told the save game. My game has... No, it won't have an instance. Wait, will it have an instance? Music player. My game mode should probably run load game. And I can read from here anywhere. That should work. Okay. Because you can get the game mode from anywhere, which is nice. So I'll load the game. Now this just loads this. I'm doing this here, but I really shouldn't do this here. This is kind of, everything is going to keep doing that, but it's not that big of a deal right now. I'm not super concerned about it. So we'll get the load game and... Okay, so when we come here, I need to actually get the game mode, which I have, thank Chimney Christmas, and I should be able to get saved game instance. I can't get saved game instance? Can now. Save game instance. Okay, because we need to write to it before we save it, right? That's not, we're not doing any good if we haven't told it what to write. So we're going to set level. This is on level up, right? Where are we getting level? It's right here. Okay, so we'll set level. And so this should work in chain sequence. Although these are gonna, this is gonna definitely be 0, and this is just gonna be whatever the next value is. So I'm not doing this fully right yet. Current XP and XP to level are the wrong variable types. That would be float. Let's see if that came over. Oh yeah. Okay, so XP amount will be the current XP, and XP to level will be the same thing, XP to level. Okay, so we set the values in the save game instance, and then we run a save game. And that should correctly work. Add XP, boom, boom, boom. Compile that, and I don't think we're reading properly just yet. This is loading the game here, but I'm not telling anybody what the information is. What am I doing on init here? I'm not loading anything here. So I'm only saving when I add XP, when I level. That's fine, I think. I don't want to hit the save too hard with every time you kill a spider or something. Also, I would save all data when you get to, like, say, quit or hit a checkpoint or something. When you hit escape, it'll probably hit run a save, or maybe you actually have to hit like a save button, or maybe you have to find a save station, you know, or something like that. I don't know how I'm going to really plan it yet, so this is, like I said, this is just kind of temporary just to get things working. But it should be in theory. So somebody in my chain of freaking events here has got to load this data in on start, otherwise when I start the game it won't actually update the HUD. So who should do that? Who should do that? Should the player controller do it? This is just wiping and holding data. Normally these actually are pretty much empty if you don't do this, because for the most part it's just kind of data that you need to hold. But like in my case, like I said, I want to be able to call a wipe data. So just set everything and then to save it, set everything to default and save it, which that should be 1. I knew I forgot that. But see, like this is false off, the door's not open or anything like that. So one of these guys has got to do this on level load. World persistent, maybe the level itself can do it, because just that way I don't, because this is temporary, I can keep this out of the limelight. And I'm doing it here anyway. So let's go ahead and get the current XP and get the XP to level, and then from here we will set XP amount and set XP to level. Okay. Badonk, donkey donk, and that does that. Okay, so that's a little hideous, so let's do this. There we go here, and we go here, and we go here, boop, and bump, and let's just do this. Organizational pasted for organizational purposes, for better ergonomics. Alright, so that should load the data, I think. After begin play, that should get loaded. I kind of actually want to make sure that other stuff has time at this point, that the game mode has time to load, so I'm a little concerned about that. I'm actually loading it myself, so I don't need to do that. I'm loading it here as well. So really, I kind of don't want to do this. I don't think. Let's see if it works anyway. Alright, let's make sure everything gets compiled. Okay, like I said, it's only going to save when I level up, because I don't have any quick way to get out of the game right now. If I hit escape, it pops me right out. I need like an actual like tab menu basically. And so I'm level 0. That's dong. That ain't good. So level from the load, and that's getting it from the save game instance, so that came in as 0. There's your problem, jerky. Alright, so we'll hit that and boom, go through. Really trying to do this fast, guys. I don't want to make this a super long video, but there's lots to do. That's the thing. Alright, let's get our flashlight on. I'm level 1. That's good. Let's get over here and start killing some spiders. Yeah, they're getting stuck right here. Okay, I'm gaining levels like really fast. Why? 5. Okay, like every one of them is counting as like a level. That doesn't make sense. Okay, I got to level 8. That's what the fuck? What? Add XP if true. How in God's name did that happen? Oh, I think I know why. I think I know why. Right? It started off at freaking 0 and then it multiplied by 2. So it's like, makes sense? Makes sense. Okay. That makes sense that I can't be costing me 0 XP to go up a level. Because that's just, I should just be infinite level. Rats will allow you to get to level infinity, by the way. I'm not one of those people that enjoys level caps. However, your the amount of power that you gain will cap you, but you'll still maintain continuing to rank up. Okay, yeah, I really gotta fix this. Get out of here. Okay, so the is correct. Get out of here. You die now. Oh, they're wailing off on me. You can't beat me. I got 3 more to kill. Okay, I'm level 7. Oh, I'm level 2. Come on, baby. Damn it. Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? I wonder... I'm getting that save game instance. Where am I getting that save game instance from? Where am I getting that from? How can I call that? I don't even see it here. Wait, what the? Oh, I'm getting it from the game mode. And my... oh, wait. Okay, I'm getting the game mode and casting that though, right? Yes. Doing that right here. Okay, so it actually, I think it needs to load it. Even though I'm doing it here, like this should do it. I really don't like doing this here anymore. But again, the one thing I do like about doing stuff in the level blueprint is this stuff is like very, very non-intrusive. It's a very good place to run experiments. Because you can pretty much, for the most part, get a handle on just about anything in the game from here. Most things anyway. You can get the player controller. You can, from there you can branch out to get anything that he's referencing. And then all you gotta do is, you know, this doesn't have to be inserted into your character or anything like that, you know, for this kind of stuff. So I do like doing things here. So we, after we load, we cast, then we load, then we cast, and then we set. So save game instance here is solid. So gaining the level, but why did the level stay at 1? Why did the level stay at 1? Because when I go here, I set it to the game mode. The save game instance, which should be here. So it should set the level, current XP and current XP to level. That should set that stuff. Level did go up. Level got boosted. This stuff got set. XP to level got doubled. And then I run a save game, right? So the question is on save game from the game mode. See, here's the thing, what I don't know is, do you have to load the save game class before saving it so all the variables go through? That's one of the things that I'm like not sure about. Like, is this, like, this should persist through my session, right? Like, the save game instance should, once it's loaded here, like, this should persist now. This should have a handle on this at all times, right? Right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Phil! Yeah, I don't know. It's not working, obviously. So when I load the game, player controller does tell that. I don't know if this is working, if going from here to here is going to work, and then saving it from elsewhere. Because the save game instance. See, the thing is, once I've, here's the thing, like, my question is once I've, I think I have a handle on this once it's loaded, like, properly, but if I go and change a variable in here, and then just run save, is that variable propagate through? I mean, I can't imagine that it wouldn't, right? I cannot imagine that it wouldn't. But it didn't. Let's do this. Get a space in there. Okay, so when we actually hit the save, we'll see what level is when we get the final kill. Let's go ahead and lower this to 10. So it should be 10, then 20, then 40. So I should get to like level 4 or something, 3 or 4. Okay, I'm level 1. Come here, you dicks. You not hear that? Yeah, you heard it. Okay, I'm level 2. Success. I didn't look up in the left. I got something blocking it kind of stupidly. Okay, that's half the XP that I need. Success. Level 1. I need to kill one more, I think. Level 1. It's always level 1. So this is not This is not working. The question is do I want to thing is would it be better just to run the save game from here? So I can just do something like this. Just feed it all the info that needs to be saved. Yeah, because I think I have to load it. Once I've changed the variable, it's like it's changed. Why would it do that? Am I doing that somewhere else? Like on accident? I mean, this just tells the player controller to add XP. I don't ever run a save from the spider himself. No, I don't ever run a save from there. I don't run anything from here but reading. This is the only place I'm running the save for the most part. I really wish this worked. Because it's like, otherwise now I gotta go through, this is gonna be ball sacks, because like I'm gonna have to have this massive function here to take into account all the variables I'm gonna be saving. Because I'm only saving a couple right now, but this is like, well, in here anyway. I'm only saving 6, I'm saving 9 of them, and I expect to save about 180 of them in the end. Gonna need lots of stuff. Map specific stuff, player specific stuff, levels of everything, what upgrades they have. I mean, just everything is going to have to be in here. It's going to be massive, massive. So the question is, because I can run the save from here, I can just do the save from here, but I feel like I always feel like I have to load it first. Anyways, it's kind of a minor thing. I think you guys see what's wrong, but I do have to go right now. I apologize for that. I will pick this video up again and come back with the rest of it when I think I'll actually figure it out on camera. Let me know what you guys think about that, if you just want to see the answer or you want to see me struggle through figuring it out. Because this is how I struggle. I kind of sit here and stare at it for a little bit, and I do a lot of, why the hell doesn't this work? This should work. I don't understand. Why doesn't my shit work? Well, it's just all perfect. I don't get it. I don't get it. Look, it says it right here. It should be doing it. And then later on I'll go over here and I'll be like, oh, this says not to do it, you know, somewhere else. Like here or something. Like, I'm not sure that this load from slot here, because I get it from a save game instance, but it's not getting, I believe I'm receiving it correctly, but I'm not writing it correctly. I think this is a correct receive, because it just doesn't matter. I mean, I'm getting the save game instance, which I've set here because I've loaded the game here. But the question is whether or not I want to do this. Create the save game, cast, load, set all my variables, then save. Do I have to do that every time? That's my question. That's my question. And if I do, I'll do it here. So I will create it. I'll create the save game. I'll load it. I'll cast it. I will write the variables, and I will save it here. I will just do it from here instead of telling the game mode to save it, because that's easy enough. But like I said, that's the reason I wanted to have this here, so that I could just call it from anywhere. I don't want to constantly be copying and pasting this all over the place. I really don't, because I have to combine both of these together. I have to go all the way through here, then set all the variables, and then attach this onto the end of it everywhere I do this, other than here. So yeah, I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. So I will come back on this one and we'll see what happens. I did tell it to load the game, but that didn't help. because like I said, I'm pretty sure that this is like riding into Ghostville right here. I mean, unless this isn't going up, but this should have gone up. I mean, the HUD's reading it correctly. You can see the numbers going up. So I just don't think I can. I might be able to. Now, see, the thing is I think every time I run the create save game, so I didn't like doing it too many times. I think every time you do this, you create. It's like fresh. It comes in empty as the base with all the defaults until you load the data. It's all defaults. I believe, anyway, that's what I believe. So I'm gonna have to do that. You know, we're just gonna have to run through it one extra time. It's not that big of a deal in this case because I don't have that much going on, but I would be really against doing this. Really against doing this in a game that's more fleshed out, where I've got, like I said, you know, 25 levels. I've got 4 characters. You got multiple save slots, and you know, and the character has accumulated a bunch of weapons, and there's just, you know, like I said, like 180 variables or something that I gotta manage through. I really don't want to have to go through and write that out every time. That's gonna suck nuts. I kind of wish it would just keep it up in memory. The problem could be that I'm running a create save game here like a dumb shiz. I might be doing this completely wrong. I think that this is I shouldn't have done this here. I think I should just instead do it from the game mode, tell the game mode to load it. So the game mode should officially be the only one that ever loads or saves. Then everybody else tells the game mode to do it. Otherwise, I'm gonna run down this frickin' just nightmare rabbit hole of constantly having to create, load, save, create, load, save, create, load, read, write, save, you know, basically every single time would be the order of events. Everywhere I want to do this, and that's dog shiz. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna see about popping this out of here, running it from the, picking it up from the save game, from the game mode here, because the game mode will run the load game, and the load game will load the data. So, and then I'm assuming that if I only do it here, I can hold the data, because right now I'm not holding it, and that's the thing. I think I'm not holding it because I'm freaking wiping it out right here. But it's kind of weird though, because I'm holding it here too. It's kind of, but this is pointless, right? I'm already holding it somewhere, so why do that here? So, and I should still be able to get all of this stuff here. I can, what I think I'll do is here, I think I'm going to swap this to be a function, and I'll output the save game instance. That way I can call it from anywhere and receive the save game instance from here or here. I can say, hey, game mode, run the function, and then boom, pop that out from the output of the function to right there, and continue on my merry way doing all of this stuff just the way I want. So that's the plan. Hopefully we'll see. Anyways, that's my progress on my XPBar. Hopefully you guys see how I did it. It's pretty easy. Just to get the XPBar working is easy, real easy. Managing a whole ton of data, which has kind of got me off track a little bit, and I apologize for that, but it is something I need personally. I figured maybe you guys want to see that. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. HitPaws signing off.